Hey, welcome back. This is Tom, and Tom's Radio Room show is here to talk. Hey, look at there. I've got a new toy. Alexa, pause. I've got a Amazon Dot. Yeah, this is the new Amazon Dot revision 2. Comes in black or white now. And you may be asking yourself, what am I talking about this thing on a show about ham radio and shortwave and scanner radios? Well, there are applications already related to those subjects for this little device. Now, if you're not familiar with this, and I'm sure most of you are, this is the electronic assistant, I think is what they call it. And basically, it takes commands from you, voice commands from you. You can ask it the temperature, the weather, and all this kind of hoopla. And you can see hundreds of videos about these devices. And they come in three forms, blah, blah, blah. Okay, who cares about that? But anyway, what I wanted to show you is some applications that are already available for this guy, for this gal, Alexa. Excuse me. Sorry, I didn't mean. Oh, I said Alexa. You gotta watch. You gotta watch what you say around her. But you
I
can.
can't find the answer to the question I heard.
See, okay. Let me. You push this little button here. The ring turns red, and now she's on not listening mode. So you can use the word Alexa, and she doesn't go bonkers about what do you want? What do you want? So anyway, I got her in mute now, and I've lost my thought of what I was saying. But anyway. Amazon has now got this particular model half price. It used to be about either $90 or $99, and it's now you can get, and it's a revised version, you can get it for $49. And they announced this about a month ago and suggested to people who have Amazon stores to put it in your Amazon store. So I thought, well, what the heck? I'm going to get one. You know, since I don't have any friends anymore, maybe she'll talk to me. So I got one. I got it 2 days ago. And I spent yesterday at a ham fest. I hadn't gone to ham fest in years. This one was 3 hours away. But a friend of mine was going and he didn't have anybody to go with him. And I said, okay, I'll go with you since you're driving. So we went to Hamfest. That's another story going on. So I have found this morning, I did some searches on what applications are available. Now, for the Echo, they are called skills. They're not called applications, but they're basically applications. And there are applications that just John Doe and Mary Jane have written for this device. And you go on to your Alexa web page, which once you get that set up, then you can do things on your computer or on your tablet or on your phone to interface with Alexa, your Alexa. And one of the things you can do is you can go find these various, I'm going to call them applications, they call them skills, that will run on this device with totally voice interaction. That's totally voice interaction. And so I did some searching for amateur radio, ham radio, electronics, all kinds of things. And I found a couple of them, which I'm going to show you at least one this morning. I'll try to show you at least one. And I also, you can have, among the many other things that this device will do, again, it's all audio interface, it will play music for you. And I went to one of their websites that they interface with, Alexa interfaces one, and one is called TuneIn, which has all kinds of radio stations and stuff like that. And I can't believe it. I found the scanner that's in my area for Pinellas County is on TuneIn. Now, I showed you that, and it's on Radio Reference, which is now Broadcastify. And I show you that I've used that because I don't have a scanner right now that I can pick up and decode the fire EMS in Pinellas County. So I have to do it via the internet. Well, now Alexa will do it. And that's what you were hearing at the beginning of this program. She was broadcasting, I'll use that term, she was broadcasting that station on TuneIn for the scanner that's on the internet receiving the Pinellas County Fire EMS. Pretty cool. But again, I already had similar applications on my tablet, so I really didn't need to add that to Alexa, but I did. The one exciting thing for me that I found that I want to show you, and hopefully I can remember how to start it. You have to start these application using a specific command line in order to get it started. Now let me go to my web page and let me find this. Okay, here's what I have to say to it to get this program to start. And the program is to train you to pass your general class ham license, or there's one for extra class and there's one for technician. Well, I've been wanting to get my general class ham license for years. And I've told you that story that I had a friend of mine that he was training me. He's in extra class. He was tutoring me and he died, so I kind of lost interest. But recently I've renewed my interest in getting that test passed and getting my general class license. But I've never been able to find, number one, I don't have anybody that is interested in helping me learn, that can actually, quiz me and bug me every day. Hey, you need to do some testing, some learning. I don't have that, pretty sad old man. That's basically what it is. So I found this, and I'll show you how it works. It needs some refinement. I've sent some suggestions this morning to the author. Hopefully he'll pick up on some of the suggestions. So here we go. Let me unmute her. Alexa, start General Ham Cram.
Okay, let's play General Class Ham Cram. I will ask you 7 questions. Try to get as many right as you can.
This is the
Just
hard
say
part.
the number of the answer. Let's begin. Question 1. What might be the problem if you receive an RF burn when touching your equipment while transmitting on an HF band, assuming the equipment is connected to a ground rod? 1. Insulated wire has been used for the ground wire. 2. The ground rod is resonant. 3. The ground wire has high impedance on that frequency. 4. Flat braid rather than round wire has been used for the ground wire.
1.
That answer is wrong.
Oh!
The correct answer is 3. The ground wire has high impedance on that frequency. Your score is 0.
0.
Question 2. What is the power limit for beacon stations? 1. 20 watts PEP output. 2. 100 watts PEP output. 3. 10 watts PEP output. 4. 200 watts PEP output.
3.
That answer is wrong.
Oh!
The correct answer is 2.
This is
100
embarrassing.
watts PEP output. Your score is 0. Question 3. Which size of fuse or circuit breaker would be appropriate to use with a circuit that uses AWG number 14 wiring? 1. 60 amperes. 2. 15 amperes. 3. 30 amperes. 4. 100 amperes. The
2.
correct answer is 2. 15
Oh,
amperes.
you didn't give me a chance to answer
Score
it.
is 0. Question 4. Which mode of voice communication is most commonly used on the HF amateur bands? 1. Single sideband. 2. Frequency modulation. 3. Phase modulation. 4. Double sideband.
I forgot the number. 3. Repeat.
That answer is wrong.
Ah.
The correct answer is 1. Single sideband.
Yeah, I knew that, but
Score is 0.
I forgot the number.
Question 5. Which of the following properties is important in estimating whether an RF signal exceeds the maximum permissible exposure, MPE? 1. Its power density. 2. Its frequency. 3. All of these choices are correct. 4. Its duty cycle.
3.
Your answer must be a number between 1 and 4.
3.
Question 5.
Wait a
Which of
minute.
the following properties is important in estimating whether an RF signal exceeds the maximum permissible exposure, MPE? 1.
Pause.
Its power density.
Excellent.
2.
Oh. Oh. Gosh.
That answer is wrong. The correct answer is 3. All of these choices are correct. Your score is 0. Question 6. Why are HF scatter signals in the skip zone usually weak? 1. Signals are
Alexa.
scattered from the magnetic.
Pause. Holy cow. I wasn't
The
concentrating.
correct answer is
Oh,
2.
shut up.
Small part of the signal energy
Alexa,
is scattered.
stop.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Good grief. I did better before I tried to record this video. Oh my gosh. But this is a pretty good skill, they call it. And there's a couple of them that will give you exams. I tried this one and one other one. The one or two things that I suggested is, one, that they allow you to have more than just 7 questions at a time. The way this particular one is set up, you only get 7 questions and then you have to restart the application or skill to get 7 more questions, and they're different each time. So I suggested that you be able to, at the beginning, have her ask you, how many questions would you like to try in this session? And you could say 5, 10, 35, for instance. The other thing is, as you saw, it should give you a little more time. Now, you can tell her to pause, and she'll pause. You can tell her to repeat a question, but she's listening all the time, so you have to be careful what you say, or she may think that you were giving her an answer, but you're not giving her an answer. Now, see if I can get her. I don't know if she'll resume this or not. Alexa, resume. No, it didn't resume. I think that was the end of the session, which is only 7 questions. The other one, similar to this, is not on a particular class. It's just general questions from the exam pool, and it only gives you 5 questions. And I think you can say a word to like continue or something, and you don't have to restart it, and it'll ask you another 5 questions. So again, there had been, for these 2 programs, there were no reviews. So these are fairly new programs, or skills as they call them. And you can write your own skills, and it's pretty easy. It's a matter of, you've got to set up a command that will start the skill, that it'll recognize it's supposed to run a certain skill. And then you put in the interaction, and there's a little program, so to speak, a development program to develop your own skill. There's another program, again, that you can kind of build your own skill, but it's a if this, then that, and I think that's what it's called, IFTT or something like that, if this, then that, where you ask Alexa a specific question. I'm sorry, Alexa. See, she's listening all the time, aren't you? You ask Alexa this specific command of what you've set up, and then it has programmed in it. You have programmed in it to do something specific. And the one example I saw on YouTube was to call for help if you need help, and to call a specific person, specific phone number. So It's set up in, you say Alexa help or something like that, and then it interfaces with your cell phone. That's one of the things it does. It interfaces via Bluetooth with your phone. So you can use this as a speaker microphone also with your phone if you want to set it up that way. I'm learning. This is all new to me, so I apologize if I'm making some mistakes here. No, I don't, because I always make mistakes, so that's normal. So anyway, there's just two things I found this morning. Oh, there was one other thing I found. Someone has written, actually two people have written skills, applications, that will decode the resistor color codes. If you're familiar with the actual components, the resistor components, they're color-coded and they got rings around them, and the colors represent the value of the resistor. In these two applications, you can start the application. I forgot, I think it's like run resistor or something like that. And then you tell it the colors you see on the resistor you have in your hand or on your radio. And you say red, blue, purple, whatever. And it will tell you what the resistance value is. So that's kind of a cool application. Since I'm not really into repairing or working on radios anymore, that was of no value to me. But there are hundreds and hundreds of skills / applications for this device. And like I say, you go to the alexa.amazon.com webpage of what you've set up for your account and your device, and that's where you can find these skills and other things that you can have. I guess what it does, because it probably doesn't have a lot of storage capability. So I think all this is done in the cloud on the internet. So these skills are up there, and Alexa just has the information to start the skill. And then it probably goes, I'm guessing, it goes up to the cloud and gets the skill and then runs it. I think that's the way it works. But anyway, I just want to show you this little device. I'm hoping that more and more amateur radio operators, people who are interested in electronics and so much, will build more of these skills. I'd really love to find a skill about shortwave schedules. I've looked at it, I've not found anything. I've asked her directly, Alexa, what's on shortwave radio, and she doesn't understand that. So that's not there yet. I was just thinking there are skills for call signs, for looking up call signs. There's one that was written by a person that will use the website TRRS, and you say, Alexa, ask QRZ who is in KE4GSK, and supposedly it will come back and tell you. I haven't tried that one yet. There's a couple other ones that deal with call signs. Those haven't gotten a very good rating system. That's another thing about these skills. When you download the skill and you try it, you can leave a review. So you can see other people's reviews and see if it's worth even trying. And like I say, there's one, and I won't tell you the name of it so I don't embarrass the person that wrote it, but there's one that does these call sign lookups, and it's only gotten 2 stars out of 5. So, but like I say, this is all really new. For instance, that particular application only has 24 reviews. Let me go back up here to the one I'm using. Yeah, the ones that I was talking about, the General Class Ham Cram, the only review is the one I did this morning, so it's brand new. So anyway, that's the show for today. I think I'll try to do some more shows about Alexa. Again, these now for only $49.95 as opposed to either was $90 or $100. The only difference between, well, the major difference between this one and the one that's $180, I couldn't justify getting the one that was $180, is this is basically the top portion of the big tower. Big, it's about 6 inches tall. And it only has like a single speaker in it, where the other one has a whole array of speakers. And this has a it has a connection to add an external speaker or audio system, or you can connect to a Bluetooth speaker. So that's why it's much, much cheaper. And of course, Google now has announced that they're releasing one similar to this, and we'll see how that goes. Theirs is $129, I think, or $120. So anyway, I'm going to put this particular one, because it's only $49. Maybe I'll put both of them in my Amazon store. If you wish to play with one of these, you can go to my Amazon store and purchase one through my store, and then I get a small credit of which I can purchase more things to review on my show, of which I used my credit that I had on Amazon from my store sales to buy this. So I think it's applicable to my show, as I just tried to present to you. If you enjoyed the show, please give me a thumbs up. Have a great day. Alexa, bye.
Bye for now.